David, you made it first. You made it first this morning. Hello, Mother Nature. I love that one. Good evening, beautiful souls, except the trolls. I even see Pickles in the house. And Donna, did you survive spring break, college spring break? I think the last of the colleges are probably sitting on your beach right now in Panama City. Hello, Tug. Hello, Chili Philly. It's good to see you. Pork Chop. Go Hot Rod. Lance, a lot. 11 a.m. in Sydney, and the water is too putrid for fishing. That doesn't sound good. Hello, Jet and Tidewater. I was just in your neighborhood last weekend. Hello, Biggie Hart. Hello, Booger. Hello, Chris and Tess. Shelly Shell. King's Hacienda. I'm glad you made it, man. I don't have much for you. Pretty much a nothing burger tonight, but I'm glad you made it anyways. Hello, Into Seed. Hello, let's see. Yeah, oh, there you go, Booger. Let's show that one off. Let's take advantage of that opportunity right now. For any of those folks, I support the People's Convoy, Freedom Convoy. Speaking of which, if you guys, how are they not covering this on any mainstream news? This is today as they are circling the Beltline. The cars and personal vehicles were leading the charge. It's just like non-stop, the convoy, as it literally wraps the entire thing. What's up, Matt Dwight? It was just, as they record and follow, it was pretty cool. Of course, it started with a concert as usual as they meet and prepare and stage for the event. Pretty cool, people. Pretty cool. And meanwhile, mainstream media, chirp, chirp, crickets. Lindsay asked the question, hi, Mark, can you exchange Yellow Dragon bonds separately, or does it have to be a full box of 1,000? You can do them separately. I'm told when you set your redemption appointment to let them know you have them. It could change where you go, but they will break them down. Right now, they're only doing ones that were brought forward years ago in whole boxes. So those with partials, you still get your chance. Helen MDC, yes, it's probably going to be a nothing burger weekend, although as of this afternoon, redemption folks are still working. They don't think they're going to be taking people, but they are still requiring them to come in, which I'm hoping is a good thing. I'm hoping they surprise all of us, especially with more chatter out of Iraq. Speaking of which, it's probably close enough. Let's just go ahead and hit some news. It's a big Friday night, and I still haven't had dinner. I am told, for in-country is still in the works, Gregor, which is great news for us because it means it's forcing culmination of this event. Let me read one for you. Well, first, let's go here, throw it up, get over here. Boom, boom, reading through. Even the GOAT caught this one. The news about the Iraq dinar is still all about exchanging the exchange or changing the exchange rate. They know they have to complete the project to delete the zeros and reinstate the dinar back to the global currency exchanges and let the market drive it. I will tell you, when they do, the money shall flow into Iraq. The IMF just had a briefing with the government of Iraq and told them what they still needed to do. Yeah, that was this morning, guys. They need to back their currency or it may flop when they do reinstate it. Emphasized based on oil alone. This is without any other output from the country, and they're sitting on phenomenal in-ground reserves of gold and rare earth minerals, $3+ rate. So yeah, absolutely, things are still looking great on that front. Bond folks, CMKX, I don't have any updates for you. Out of Iraq, conversations today were about seating the government, hoping to have it sat on Monday, and a reinstatement of rate to coincide with it. So news is still great. Everything still appears to be moving forward for us. And I wanted to make certain that I put this one up. I included this not on my link so that you have to go to my website, but I included this one with Dr. Shabibi answering revaluation and redenomination questions at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. He was explaining how they have zero intention of just dropping the zeros and you guys not making any dollars. They want to reinstate its value and then issue lower denominations. This is him discussing it. I put a link for this. We've shared it so many times, but I put a link for it today, tonight in YouTube. So if you guys look under your YouTube video, you may have to refresh it if you were early tonight. But if you have joined YouTube since the podcast started, you will be able to see the link in the YouTube description under the video. Watch it. You have so many doubters out there that think they know better. They're smarter. They're smarter than all the people involved, all the bankers, all the governments, all the economists around the world that love to throw shade at it. This is the man that set it up, designed it. He's the mastermind of the Iraqi revaluation, and you can listen to it in his own words. You don't have to listen to Mark. Want to make certain you guys know where you can find that one. I like that, Jay, the near beer deal. Oh, I did not even think on that one. Somebody commented just before 9/11. Trying to read through and find that comment. Okay, it's too far gone. What did Shane say? Shane said, starting to hear old rumors, Zim will be done in structured payout. Is this just noise? From all my people, I'm being told that it is just noise, that the structured payout is going to be for your humanitarian project and your project only, not for what you were taking home personally and yourself. Thank you very much for that, too. Yeah, she is flat talking right now, guys. She was just on the desk seconds before we started. She is carrying on. She is not happy with me. Actually, she is. She thinks it's time for me to go lay down in the bed so she can lay on my chest and take a nap. And I still have work to do. All right, let's keep rolling through some news, guys. We already talked about this one. Senior Ukrainian official Bennett pushed Zelensky to surrender to Putin. In other words, from his own government, there is pressure to go ahead and give the two small regions, agree to not go into NATO, and stay neutral. In other words, put in the Constitution, their Constitution, that they will not join NATO and everything will be over. Zelensky's saying, heck no, we're going to fight until everybody's bloody and dead and nuclear winter has descended upon Earth. Kind of in a nutshell. I didn't use those words, but Putin warns any attempt to prevent export of fertilizers, oil, and gas will have serious consequences. He has pledged that same oil and gas and fertilizer that was going to Europe, Ukraine, U.S. will now go, unless they back off and they don't sanction any of it, that will now go to portions of the world where it was not available before. Pakistan, Afghanistan. I'm trying to think of all the other regions, mainly China, which will greatly up their food production because they have a shortage there. This is, all right, let me do this tirade. This is a third world problem. For us, it's uncomfortable gas prices. For us, it is those that live on the bubble, not being able to afford to go on vacation, not being afford the groceries that they want, maybe not having to pick which prescriptions they take because of the cost. They still have to function. In the third world, it's literally life and death. Before this occurred, there were 267 million people around the world facing starvation just because of the lockdowns. This is according to the World Health Organization. Now we have billions of people around the world facing starvation this year. This might be a clever meme for some, and a Joe did that, or hey, you shouldn't be driving that big SUV, or go get an extra job. Sounds real clever, but when you are thinking about what it means to the third world, it is literally life and death. Billions of lives hang in the balance while they piss around trying to protect their labs, their junk, their pet payouts for their politicians' children's children. Boy, it's been a long day, right? FCA issues termination order for Bitcoin ATMs. We talked about that this morning. Here's an article on it I wanted to share. It is indeed a real thing. The UK is obviously terrified of the central banks are crapping their britches right now. They see the death of, let's see if I can even find it. Now, one Ukrainian billionaire funded Hunter Biden, President Zelensky, and the neo-Nazi Azov battalion. Just more depth into how much deeper this is than you guys, or that we're being told by our mainstream media. I'm going to get to another article that I want to share here. Matter of fact, let me see if I can just go. Okay, here it is. Let me go ahead and share this one. God help us. Andy Scheckman says the death knell for the dollar is here. Metals markets are breaking. He is correct. And I mentioned this. And this is my point. As UK cracks down on Bitcoin ATMs, any kind of alternative to the euro, the US threatening to do it, they're scared. This is the death of the petrodollar. This is the death of fiat, and we're watching it play out. Perhaps the white hats made such a great game of chess out of this thing. They have trapped the opposition in the corner since they refused to go. Flux Light Hunters crapping them. Mainstream lies. All right, let's get to this. Russia threatens to abandon the American astronaut that's in the space station, the International Space Station. They're threatening to disconnect the Russian portion of it, which has habitat and doesn't need the rest of it, have their own space station. Ours will be adrift, and we'll have to figure out how to rush and get up there to get an astronaut out before he dies in a cold coffin in space. Are they going to do it? No. But the U.S. Biden today has threatened to pull anything that has anything to do with tech, any type of collaboration with the U.S. With Russia, and Russia said, "Fine, we can play your game. You want to play ball with us? We'll bail on that collaboration that you want to bail on," which of course leaves an American stuck in space, lost in space. China amplifies unsupported Russian claim of Ukraine biolabs. This has been a big trending story today. For that matter, we have the UN Security Council discussing it, meeting today. They actually started at 11 a.m., guys. I thought it was going to be 10. I don't have the results of that yet. The reason I'm sharing this one, even though I could not read the full article, this is in the Washington Post, one of the most liberal rags in our country, that and, of course, the New York Times. Axios and Vox are undoubtedly some of the worst, period. That may be Politico. But it has even made mainstream chatter. I think they are afraid there will actually be evidence presented today, and they are trying to run some type of damage control. All right. Lancet study advises events are not insignificant, breaks it down. Which is very important as we are looking at this entire discussion. Well, anyways, I can't talk about it without getting in trouble. So let's just leave it right there. Bonds, stocks, and commodities crushed because of Putin. I could not resist this one, guys. This one was just fantastic. All right, why I have this up. This graph was our graphic to start. Bonds, stocks, commodities, all of this started before, okay, this is where Joe takes office. This is where we're at when the Ukraine starts, the whole Ukraine-Russia. They want to pin all of this on Russia. The reality is the implosion started November of 2020, and it accelerated in January of 2021. See, we see the upward trend. You already see it. Nothing changing here. Matter of fact, it didn't even get any steeper when Russia and Ukraine. The bond stocks and commodities were already imploding. The economy was coming unglued. Russia is just a convenient excuse for horrendous mismanagement. All right, I had to share that one. Couldn't let that one go. Tina Colby, thank you for that super sticker. All right, let's see. Passed omnibus last night that funded them all the way to the end of the year. Plus, they gave themselves a 21% raise along with a whole lot of other pork. Yes, Matt is dead on correct on that one. I'm a rabble rouser. Yes, I am. Okay, let me leave it up. I'm a rabble rouser. And I didn't leave Matt's up long enough, so let's leave that one up a little bit longer. K Kitty, can I repost the Mr. C background video? I don't know if I drop it in chat. Are you guys going to be able to grab that link? If not, in today's YouTube on Trolling News Network, in the description of this morning's podcast, all of those links are in there. Just go to YouTube. And links for all of those videos and his background stuff are in today's, literally in today's description. Let me know over on the Twitch side whether you need me still to drop those, or Kimmy B is already on it, has already dropped it. You guys can hit the link. Go hot. Well, let me leave that up. Oh, it's going. Papa Weaver, yeah, thank you all of you guys. Some of it was just going too quickly as I was bouncing through articles. Also, I keep forgetting to thank everybody for all the cards, all the electronic cards, the condolence cards when my brother passed. And I just want to thank you guys. You have been so supportive. Also, Kukla reached out. I guess she saw part of the recording of today's and was thankful to everybody that were saying prayers and wishing her comfort as it would have been her mother's birthday today, but she passed this year. So it's a tough one. Her family's getting together. They're having cake, her siblings, the whole family's getting together as a celebration of life and to comfort each other, have a little cake and a family meal. And she just wanted you guys to know how much it meant to her that everybody was thinking about what she is going through right now. Whoa, Kimmy, you're killing a capital gain tax on early dinar exchange. Mr. B Man, I am being told no. And I hope that is accurate. I picked up extra currency in case, but I'm hearing no on the tax side of that one. Wag the dog, right? The outcome is income. Wag the dog. Tomorrow we have, see here, Harold putting it up there. Love you, Kukla. This community is so great. This is so great, right? Barry, Fed is dead. They are the snake rolling around with their head cut off, printing whatever it takes. They can't keep doing it. It is imploding around their ears. All right. 21%, that's disgraceful. Lance, a lot. Yes, it is, especially when we have grandmas and parents and kids going without, and they get 21%. But we told our most disabled folks in the U.S. that they can make do with an extra 40 or 50 bucks. They need that just now for one tank of gas, because that is what has happened for many. It literally takes one trip to the grocery store to blast their monthly increase. Meanwhile, your congressmen get 21% of a couple 100,000. I mean, think about that. I mean, so if you're making, let's just keep the math really easy, guys, and say they were making 200 grand. Well, 10% of 200 grand is 20 grand, but they get 20%. So that's 40 grand. They get a 40 grand raise, and you guys got 50 bucks a month. Or if you're on disability, you got like $30 a month extra with the cost of living, but they get 21%. That's just criminal. Yeah, it doesn't even offset the increase in Medicare. Okay, tomorrow we are doing noon as usual. Our Saturday CBD gurus are joining. I am going to try to focus the first portion of it before they join the first 30 minutes to questions and go very easy on the news, if any. I want to really help focus on that. We have so many people with questions because there are just so many new people, and I want to be there for you guys. Let's see. Mark, I'm a grandma and proud of it. Pearl, you should be proud of being a grandma. You've earned a spot on a pedestal that only grandparents get, and I think it is pretty cool. I helped a friend of mine move a car this afternoon, and his mother was there. He's just turning 52 and actually has a newborn, one of those late in life oops babies, but she is little Willis. She is precious. It was great getting to hold a baby today, and she's squeezing my finger. But I just thought how cool that was for his mother, a grandma, and just getting to enjoy that. As messed up as this world is, there's hope. There's another generation. We think it's the end of times, but it isn't. The sun's going to come up tomorrow. It's going to come up kind of extra early on Sunday morning because we have time change this weekend, but it felt good. 107, love from down under, brother. I haven't seen you enough of late. It's good to see you. Hoops, you're probably right. The best way to start teaching the new folks is the Mr. C historical video. Middle of where no. My second grandson was born 2 weeks ago today. Congratulations. That is great. I'm enjoying much of that. I'd hang out with you guys forever, I think. Just great. All right. I hate to just run away on you, but I am starving. And I am one of those hypoglycemia. I get hangry when I don't eat. I am no fun to be around. I don't even like being around me when I'm hungry. So I will start season. I love it. Man, you guys are great. See you at noon tomorrow for those that would like to join. Hopefully you will. We'll have the CBD Guru guys with us after we go over news of the day, and hopefully we will get something. Hopefully our Exchange Center people will be able to give us an update. Did they add a different NDA? My guess is that could be part of why they have to work this weekend. If they're going to move forward with the the nominal exchange rate increase or nominal economic exchange rate. Anyways, if they're going to run with that, I would assume that they are going to need a much tougher NDA, because you're going to need to hide to the rest of the world that you overpaid for oil for dinar. My guess is there could be some adjustments going on there. This is just my gut. This is not what any of the bankers have told me, but I'm guessing that's what I'm going to hear tomorrow out of them, that there have been some serious changes on that front. Can't wait to find out. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will see you at noon tomorrow for those that can join. And thank you for those that did. Thank you for super stickers. Thank you for the support, especially with big media cracking down or just whatever they are. Censorship. All right, to the Orwellian world. Bye.